Welcome to this variable data video. Here we will merge a CSV file containing names and addresses with a letter. Begin by clicking the var data button to open the variable data module. From the file menu we will choose the PDF letter. Depending on the file size and complexity of the PDF, it may take a couple of moments to generate a preview. After the letter has loaded, we will then choose the CSV file. This is a sample file of 500 UK names and addresses downloaded from the internet. If the imported file doesn't convert into columns automatically, choose a separator from the list or enter a custom separator if necessary. In this case, a comma was used to separate the columns. For this tutorial, we will only use the name and address columns here. We can simply ignore the data that is not required. Note that column 1 here, a serial number, is always generated. This gives you the opportunity to place a number on each variable data file generated. First, we will add a first name. Note that's in column 2 here. As we wish to use the first and last name together, we will then select this and add a space after the first name. We will then choose column 3 and add it after the space. Then we add each row of the address in turn. You can switch back if necessary to the import view to check which columns are required. In this case we require up to column 8 only. For the greeting part of our letter we will enter dear and a space. We will select this and then add column 2, which is the first name. And then following that we will enter a simple comma. So again we will select this column on the right and enter a comma. We then click the generate fields to place on the imported PDF button to generate fields. We can drag and draw one field at a time, or we can place all fields together as we're doing here. This is ideal when we're using a name and address. You can then use the mouse to select and reposition fields as required. You can also use values under the position tab to double check X and Y coordinates for each field. For an address, the easiest option is to place one field, then switch to the Field Control tab. Here we can automatically align all other fields with the first. In this case we will align by font and font size, then click the Adjust button. We can then fine-tune our font and font size as required. The baseline distance, or the distance from one line of text to the next, can be easily adjusted. While here we are using simple integer values, you can enter a floating point number if required, which will give precise location. When happy with position of fields, choose Merge Sample from the File menu. Note that this process chooses the longest field from every record. If necessary, zoom in to examine positioning more closely. After fine-tuning field location, choose Merge Records or Merge Reversed from the File menu. And as always, the file will automatically open in your default PDF application. While we have merged the complete letter and variable data here, if we had chosen the free-form export option, only the variable data would appear on the final file. Then, with your advanced drip, Fiery or other, you can merge both the original file and the variable file together. This would be ideal for large files. As an aside, I should point out that if you use one of the standard 14 fonts, that's Times New Roman, Courier or Helvetica in any style, no subsetting will occur. Also note that even though we have 500 pages in this PDF, the file size is still relatively small at 4.5 megabytes. Note that while we have merged text here, it's also possible to merge images, and it's also possible to generate and merge both barcodes and QR codes during the merging process. So in this video tutorial I have explained how to merge names and addresses with a basic letter. For more information, I invite you to check out a set of related short videos on digitalprintsoftware.com. Thank you.